The Wheat School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by C&MC, Syngenta Canada, and the Alberta Wheat Commission.
Peter Johnson at Wheat Pete, RealAgriculture.com, and oh my gosh, we're back talking again about pre-harvest glyphosate in the wheat crop. So why would we do that? Well, first off, this is not for Eastern Canada because we're pretty well past that game. But in the West, in Western Canada, all of a sudden, it's like, brrr, it's freezing out here, and the whole crop has gone, whoa, just slowed right down for development, which is cool because what it should mean is that as long as we don't get a frost, we're actually going to pound more yield. The kernels are going to be bigger. We'll get more test weight. We'll get more yield. That's awesome. But this pre-harvest glyphosate issue is just one that we have to be 1,000% aware of, because as it stands now, we can't use pre-harvest glyphosate in dry beans. So the white beans, the pinto beans, we can't use it in lentils. And it isn't that there was any problem, it's just that the perception is we didn't want it used. So the Keep It Clean program, it's absolute must. We have to make sure there is no glyphosate in the grain. How do you do that? Well, you read the label. The label says 30% moisture. Oh gosh, how do I tell 30% moisture? Right, we take our thumbnail, we take a kernel, we poke the thumbnail into the kernel, and if the indentation stays reasonably long, well, it's below 30%. Really? Like that's just too hard. And so it's all about the color change. And we've talked about this lots. It's all about the color change of the peduncle, that little part of the stem there, right where it joins onto the head. And it's got to change so that it's totally yellow. Because remember, glyphosate translocates. When that is yellow, that means that the translocation is done. There's no longer any more translocation out of the plant into the head. It's just dry down. We've hit the magical 30%. By the way, the color change doesn't just work in wheat. It works in soybeans. We want yellow pods. It works in dry beans. We want yellow pods. It works in canola. We want yellow and brown seed on most of the plant. So color change you can see. However, the problem, of course, is that the wheat's never uniform. And this year, in a lot of fields, canola, gosh, we got 3 crops. The wheat, it's just all over the place. So absolute must be the peduncle color change in the least mature part of the field. Where do we find that? Well, a lot of you will know where to look to find it. Okay, so that's fine. So we look in the sloughs, or we look because we know that headland was delayed. But you know the beauty. And Richard from Farmer's Edge in Manitoba tweeted this out, and he is so bang on. Satellite imagery. So normally we use it to scout for where the problem areas are, and wherever it's red, that's where we go. Let's go look at the red spots. Not this time. Look at your satellite imagery where it's green. That's where the crop is least mature. Get out there, check for this peduncle change. If the peduncle has changed, you can pre-harvest it. If it hasn't, we simply have to wait, or do the parts of the field where it is. I mean, if you're good enough to do that from the satellite picture, and there are some people doing that, you can do that first, but stay out of the green areas till it's ready to go. We must keep it clean. It's absolutely essential. Peter Johnson at Wheat Pete, RealAgriculture.com. Do the right thing, grow great wheat, but make sure you deliver it clean.